From Star Television Network in Freetown, hello and welcome to the National News Bulletin. I am Leonora Jawara. First, the top stories. The flood mitigation project under the Freetown City Council Transform Freetown Plan has commenced on the 20th of May 2019, geared towards reducing the risk of flooding in the municipality of Freetown.
It's really effective, and we're really glad to have the support of central government and development partners as we do it again this year.
As a gesture of goodwill, the Welfare Committee of the Wesleyan Church on Wednesday, 22nd May, donated food and non-food items to inmates at the Female Correctional Center, aimed at leveraging support, especially in terms of basic needs.
And one of them now, my favorite song, tomorrow must be greater than today. So I think so we will move, and we're happy about that.
The Health Education Division, Ministry of Health and Sanitation, in collaboration with UNICEF, has engaged media practitioners and journalists on the upcoming nationwide measles vaccination campaign scheduled to take place from the 10th to the 16th of June 2019.
Pneumonia, infection in the brain, which is that word, encephalitis, and also it is greatest in children under 5 years. So if we look at the age group,
an organization known as Advocacy Network Against Irregular Migration has organized a registration exercise for all irregular migrants aimed at seeking for their welfare at Ferry Junction in Freetown.
To protect the others who want to take the same journey by awareness raising, trying to sensitize them so that they will know exactly.
The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs has held a reception in honor of some German journalists that are presently in the country to promote Sierra Leone tourism to the world.
That tourism is a sector that has the capacity to change the narrative of Sierra Leone, especially when it...
As part of their support to Muslims across the country, Orange Mobile Money has donated food and non-food items to the Masjid Krube community in Freetown.
You share love to your company, you must share food with them. So we thought it fit as a company because these are part of a corporate social responsibility.
And in sports, the Sierra Leone Swimming Association, in collaboration with the Rokel Commercial Bank, has officially launched the Swim for All campaign at the Siaka Stevens Stadium swimming pool.
Was for all of us to be able to swim. The association has made very great strides.
All these making the headlines. And now let's have details of the news. The flooding mitigation project that is under the Freetown City Council Transform Freetown Plan, geared towards reducing the risk of flooding in the municipality of Freetown, has commenced on the 20th of May 2019. Moses Ojo Kamara has more and in our reports.
The mayor of the Freetown municipality, Yvonne Akisoya, has said that the council, together with the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, RSLAF, and other stakeholders, will be engaged in clearing the drainages and gutters, which is aimed at minimizing the flood risk within the municipality. She went on to state that, despite the cleaning exercise taking place every first Saturday in the month, some areas of the city were completely unmitigated prior to the intervention of the council.
Yesterday we were in Poti, Bukupa and Axis. Today we're in Lumley. But behind me is the Semba Gutter, and this is also going to be a part of the flood mitigation work, where we are consistently going through clearing gutters, culverts, waterways to minimize the risk of flooding. And I want to say a big thank you to the RSLAF, the Army who are working with us, SLRA who are supporting, and to RMFA and to the Irish government who provided funding for the exercise this year. We did it last year, it was really effective, and we're really glad to have the support of central government and development partners as we do it again this year.
How are you feeling the impact so far?
We've only done one site.
The Information, Communication and Education Officer, Freetown City Council, Koma Hassan Kamara, noted that the exercise is expected to last for the period of 20 days and will be targeting flood risk areas across the city.
It was successful last year, and out of the projects last year, we have lessons learned. Things that there are challenges to us that we think we can learn from, and those we put in place already, and as you can see, we've even have additional funds from support from donors, and we also got additional awards. Awards that did not benefit last year have come on board. They are now benefiting from this project. So I believe it can also be successful. And another thing is we have more personnel on board this year compared to last year. The team is well set, well planned, because like I said, last year it was like a pilot phase. But because it was successful, it yields its results. So we believe this year it can be more excellent.
She further went on to state that the 20-day mitigation plan is aimed at identifying and addressing key drainage challenges in order to protect lives and property within the municipality. Kumar Kamara intimated further that the council bylaws are still in place and thus will be robust in enforcing them as they are engaged in the door-to-door sensitization. The councillor of Ward 413, Hannah Mary Jaya, commended the council and promised to effectively cooperate with the council to make sure that a cleaner zone competition becomes a routine exercise.
It was disturbing. I am so happy, so pleased today to see the action going on. See cleaning taking place here. As well, health is well, so we are really prepared to. Me and my local committee members will stand on the ground to see that whosoever that is not will face the full penalty of the law. Because the council states in its bylaw that whosoever that is not is liable to pay a fine of 500,000 euros. And we are prepared to see that it takes place.
For Star News here in Freetown, I am Moses Ojuka.
Now, as a gesture of goodwill, the Welfare Committee of the Wesleyan Church on Wednesday, 22nd May 2019, donated food and non-food items to inmates at the Female Correctional Center. The donation is aimed at leveraging support, especially in terms of their basic needs. Abdulrahman Kamara spoke to the chairman of the Welfare Committee, Wesleyan Church, Dr. Joseph Kamara, on the need for the donation.
Dr. Joseph Kamara, and I'm the chairman for the Welfare Committee at the Brookfield Wesleyan Church. We formed this welfare aspect of the church for over 10 years now. It's not only about preaching the gospel. We believe, we get a look at the holistic aspect of man. We not only preach the gospel, but to meet the social needs of man. And as a church, this committee don't support so many programs that we don't give picking and scholarship. Every year we ensure we give scholarship to people them. We don't give one day for give. And we don't say, let we not stop only now with church no more. We feel we for move outside of the church. And charity begins at home. We closest people that will for start with. Not only that, but for meet them also, their needs them. So now that make we carry today with then small items they have for can present to them people. And this is not a one-off thing. We believe we get for they do this every quarter. We get for they can visit them now. And we will do more, even as we continue for cement the relationship with them.
So what are some of the things that we can donate today? Can you name a few of them?
We bring in food items. We come with sugar. We come with gari. We come with paste. We come with toothbrush. We come with pampers for picking them. We come with pads, female pads, etc. And a few other things. Soap for what? Soap for Brooke. The things that we don't need no more. And he make before we left here. They ask the officers them and give really a list of items that we need now continuously, because we want to make this project a continuous project.
Okay, so how do you female prisoners be able to accept them things here from now? What now the response?
They'll be extremely happy. We all see them be sing, and we were moved. We were emotionally touched by the display of the things that we didn't do, the songs that we didn't sing. And one of them now my favorite song, when my tomorrow must be greater than today. So I think we were moved and we're happy about that.
People and then na tongue where they always think about una. And they always remember una say una dey ya. And when una dey ya, na so then they pray for una. The visit where you get today, una go surprise. Now we neighbor them. We neighbor. It's about thing say neighbor. They will be close to you. but they may not they try for come. Today, now God say that the possible day for letting Kaya, for can see una, for can pray for una, and for can do una the small thing we didn't get, where the church come together, we didn't get that for una. Then they can donate so una and then picking there. You know, say picking there, Udana Kumbra always member for picking there. So they can to una, can see una today.
Well, I want to say thank you to una. I really wanna follow what in Christ say. Say go into the world to preach the gospel. And when I even follow that, wanna go through on what Christ say for say. When I was in prison, do you visit me? Then Psalm 25 down to 36. When I do a great thing which when I do, I pray that when I leisure times when I left out, when I come visit with the inmates there. Whatever thing when I have find it for, I pray I will do and well. Amen.
The Health Education Division, Ministry of Health and Sanitation, in collaboration with UNICEF, has engaged media practitioners and journalists on the upcoming nationwide measles vaccination campaign, scheduled to take place from the 10th to the 16th of June 2019. George Elliott Sam has more.
While making a presentation, the manager, Health Education Division, Lassana Conte, noted that measles is a highly infectious disease which is caused by a virus, adding that the disease remains to be one of the leading causes of preventable death in children under 5 years, in spite of the availability of a safe and cost-effective vaccine. He reiterated the need for effective media reporting, especially on health issues, noting the importance of media in terms of information dissemination.
We are more than prepared because we first of all started with our planning process long back as far as February. We've started this year our planning. We went to the districts, did micro planning with all the districts. They gave us all the plans of what the district looks like in terms of the teams, team formation, and what the services they already have, what is on stock. Remember, the 3.2 million, the bulk of them are children, school-going children. And we also enlisted, helped us so that we can enlist schools that we have in each of the country, because it's a national event. And we plan that together with them, look at how to reach communities. You know, this is some of this information we use to properly plan how we form in our teams, what are the requirements of the vaccines, the quantity we need for which area, for which district, so that we can get a successful campaign.
Highlighting other intervention of the campaign, Dr. Lydia Farmer revealed that they are going to target about 1.3 million children from 0 to 5 years in the whole country for polio, while also administering vitamin supplement and capsule with ebendazole tablets. She further noted that on the similarities between measles and rubella, said, rubella is a viral infectious disease which is transmitted by airborne droplets when infected people sterilize or cut, thereby infecting or putting other people, especially children, at the risk of contacting the disease.
So now, what is measles? Somebody might want to ask, Doctor, what is measles? So measles is an infectious disease. When you say infectious, if one person has it, it can transfer to another person. Just even within close contact, it can transfer. Okay? So it remains one of the leading causes of preventable death in children under 5 years of age, in spite of even the availability of a safe and cost-effective vaccine. So even sometimes when the vaccines are there, we still see children coming down with these diseases and dying from it, and some even having severe complications. So it can cause death and other complications. Don't mind all those big words, right? So diarrhea, infections of the air, which we call otitis media, pneumonia, infection in the brain, which is that word, encephalitis, and also it is greatest in children under 5 years. So if we look at the age group, those under 5s are very, very prone to have measles infection. So that is why we should urge our children to be vaccinated.
While giving the keynote address, Communication for Development Specialist, UNICEF, Pa Usman Mana, said he congratulated the government of Sierra Leone for being one of the frontline countries in Africa who has introduced the measles rubella vaccine into the routine immunization schedule. He further noted that the step is a commendable show of the government's commitment to save lives of every child in the country.
As UNICEF, we are proud to support this process. The introduction of this vital vaccine is a positive milestone towards reversing the worrying under 5 mortality rate, which is at 94 deaths per 1,000 live births, according to 2017 Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey.
Now, an organization known as Advocacy Network Against Irregular Migration has on Monday, 28th May 2019, organized a registration exercise for all irregular migrants aimed at seeking for their welfare at Ferry Junction in Freetown. Andrew Bestman takes up the story.
Speaking to Media One Center in Freetown, the executive director of the organization, Sheku Bangura, said the exercise is aimed at determining the number of migrants that have returned home and have a database of them. He noted also that the migration is geared towards leveraging sensitization drive and seek to encourage migrants that all is not lost as far as their future is concerned.
Establish this advocacy network against irregular migration because of what our sisters and brothers went through and what our brothers and sisters went through in order to protect the others who want to take the same journey by awareness raising, trying to sensitize them so that they will know exactly what is happening in Libya, Kuwait and other parts of Arab countries. That is why we established this organization. And these organizations, we are doing such registration in the sense that when inviting other organizations, other international organizations, both international and local organizations to help this migrant, some of them came back to Sierra Leone without nothing to start life with, without nothing in their life. Even their husband abandoned them, and even some of our brothers who came back home, some of them have problems with other people, some of them have problems with their relatives because when they want to take the journey, maybe some of them sold family properties, some of them stole. And once this organization is formed, we are trying to do such mediation so that these people can be integrated to the various society that they came from.
The Deputy Media Communication Officer, Sir Mokamo Fumanda, highlighted the importance of the organization and its activities since its establishment.
Our sisters and brothers have left the shores of Sierra Leone because of employment facilities. They have gone to Libya, Kuwait and other parts of the world so that they will be able to fit themselves among the status quo. Unfortunately, they went there, they were malhandled. Some even were put in prison. And today, many of them have come as deportees and some have come voluntarily as returnees. They are here today in this office almost always. They are trying to see how governments and other international NGOs can put hands together so that they will be reintegrated in the society.
Two of the migrants, Fatibata Bangura, who went to Kuwait, and Almami Kagbo, that also went to Libya, both explained their ideal and call on other Sierra Leoneans not to take the risk of traveling outside of Sierra Leone without proper documentations.
Awareness be so much because more of sexual harassment, different things that we be encounter so many things. We not be they get peace, no good food, not even good sight for sleep. So it not be really easy for we, and like as for me, I not be willing for come home because where I go for I not be able for succeed. But then deport me come home back because of different issues and because of sexual harassment, different certain things that will be they happen where me say not be the go down well with me. When you lay complaining, they beat you, then they do all kinds of things. So I be so happy for come back home, and I'm so happy for this certain organization where I deal with right now when advocacy network. Where it be to say where I come home, it not be really easy for me because I be stressed. But due to some certain counseling where I don't go through, I tell Allah thank you, and I will tell the advocacy network thank you so much.
Irregular migration is becoming a huge challenge for youth, especially in Africa, that records a bulking population of youths through the risk-taking venture of Temple Run. Andrew Bestman reporting.
And this is the National News Bulletin here on Channel 21. Now, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs has held a reception in honor of some German journalists that are presently in the country to promote Sierra Leone tourism to the world. George Elliott Sam was in attendance and he files in this report.
Giving a keynote address, the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Memunatu B. Pratt, said the media has a great role in promoting tourism to the world. That is why the tourism sector is working with the media and other private sectors to promote the Sierra Leone tourism to other countries in the world. She, however, welcomed the German journalists to Sierra Leone and also encouraged them to promote the Sierra Leone tourism sector to other countries.
For youth, Sierra Leone's touristic potential, to be able to see our pristine beaches, our islands, the culture of our people, the smile on their faces, when we are able to see how Sierra Leone can be retransformed into the Caribbean of Africa. And I think this is really not an easy task, but I believe your coming here will contribute to that process. So far, we've lined up quite a number of international media that will be coming to Sierra Leone for familiarization tours. We have got UK, we have got Germany. Of course, we're expecting to have France. France is also coming. The French also will be coming to see us. And of course, I know for sure that there are discussions with the United States of America.
She further reiterated that the United Nations Development Programme have realized that tourism is a sector that has a capacity to change the narrative of Sierra Leone, especially when it comes to job creation and changing the social infrastructural development of Sierra Leone by bringing in investment in the country.
The United Nations Development Programme, changing the social infrastructural development of Sierra Leone, bringing in investment and bringing in trade. Tourism stands tall and has a huge potential. I always say Sierra Leone has shown tourism potential in the 60s, 70s, and in the early 80s. If you speak to people who are 70 and above in Europe, they will tell you Sierra Leone was a big destination for France, United States, Germany, and many other countries. But over time, we lost that level.
Making her statement, Head of Delegation, KPRM Germany, Hannelore Hedgal Cabra, said Sierra Leone needs to develop the tourist area because tourism gives a lot of opportunity to build friendship with investors and strengthen the market to the wider world. She, however, promised to bring more journalists and investors to promote the Sierra Leone tourism sector.
Tourism gives you a lot of opportunities to build friendship. You know the world, I mean, we're competing with the rest of the world, and you're a small country with small budgets, but also my intention is, as we also ambassador, you know, we promised, you know, to really get a lot of investors into the country, and we all need your support because this is extremely important to build more hotels, to build the infrastructure, to build the education, to create jobs, and at the end of the day, to make money for everybody here. And you have a peaceful country which has, for your children who have a good future, and that's what we're actually looking into. So tourism is a good vehicle to create jobs and the prosperity in the country.
It has, however, stated that the tourism industry has mainly been viewed and credited for its role in economic, social, and cultural development. Journalists and other sectors have a fundamental role to play in promoting the tourism in the country. For Star News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.
As part of their support to Muslims across the country, Orange Mobile Money has presented food and non-food items to the Masjid Krube community in Freetown. Let's have more in this report.
Orange Mobile Comlin has officially presented food and non-food items to the Krube Mosque and the Masjid Atawandi in Brimale in Jalataris. Speaking at the presentation ceremony in the Krube community, Ahmed Mansari, Regional Business Manager, Freetown Central Business Division, said it is part of their corporate social responsibility as a Comlin to give back to society, more especially during this period of fasting.
These are just a symbol of one of them. 10 bag rice, 1 cartoon Maggi, 2 cartoon tomatoes, 2 bag milk, 2 bag sugar, 3 rubber oil, sorry. Then with one bag salt. Yes. So now in orange come for the mosque now. Yeah. So Imam.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Receiving the donated items on behalf of the Kube Mosque, Sheikh Al-Hussein Sisi said they are very happy with the gesture by Orange Mobile.
Islam, and Allah tell we say by force, all man for fast. But during the month of Islam, not we all can able for provide what will be used for breakfast. And the month of Ramadan, that the month for share love, that the month where you share love to your company, you must share food with them. So we thought it fit as a company because these are part of a corporate social responsibility that we forday with brothers, Muslims and Christian systems, Muslim brothers and sisters of Islam, where we for come deliver, which we call iftar. You know, say during Ramadan when you give, what thing God they do? They bless you in return. So that make the company say today, we for Canada's mosques, let we self can show say we deal with you now, on our way that the Muslim brothers and sisters. The company, now our own company, in Orange Sierra Leone. Some of them are customers and some of them are going to be customers tomorrow. We ask Kuna alone and continue for pray for this company.
Nigda Arandawi, Corporate Director, Orange Sierra Leone, said he is very happy for the support from Sierra Leonean to Orange Mobile Company. He said his company will continue to provide more support for Muslims across the country. Sheikh Ali Kamara, third Imam of the Atawandi Masjid, said Orange Mobile Company is the first company ever in the history of the mosque to give short gesture.
And from this mosque start from ground level to Musawi Tapso, we not ever get any donation or any support from government or any NGO. Now Orange first and the first people. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. As soon as they see this mosque, now individual contribution, we will pray now. Now we start from block 1 till we reach so. So Orange, if we come today, we appreciate you now. Open the door for us. Say this gift again, I repeat on behalf of the Jama, say it meant a lot for we. Government no ever do so to we. Plenty goodness they go around. No NGO no ever do such to we. We there plenty goodness they come around. So if we not come under we umbrella, we can rescue you, we come, we feel say we na people them we forget una benefit, or want tell una say we go serve una.
A call on Orange Mobile Company family to give them more support to finish the ongoing building construction at the mosque. For Star TV News in Freetown, I am Milton John reporting.
And to round up a news bulletin, let's see what's happening in the sporting world as the Sierra Leone Swimming Association, in collaboration with the Rokel Commercial Bank, has officially launched the Swim for All campaign at the Siaka Stevens Stadium swimming pool. Hilton John, our sports correspondent, has all the details for you.
Thanks to Elena Jawa. For today's sporting news, we start to look at scene. The Sierra Leone Water Diving Swimming Association has begun the campaign called Swim for All. The campaign was officially launched by the Managing Director of Rokel Commercial Bank, Ambassador Walton Gilpin, at the Siaka Stevens Stadium. Here's the report. The Sierra Leone Swimming, Diving and Water Polo Association, in partnership with Rokel Commercial Bank, has officially launched the Swim for All campaign with Rokel Commercial Bank. Swim over troubled waters. The campaign, which lasts for 7 days, covered 10 modules, was officially launched at the Siaka Stevens Stadium swimming pool, bringing together swimmers, gurus, coaches, Rokel Commercial Bank staff and members of the public. Speaking at the launch, the president of the association, Reverend Williams, said swimming is on the verge of stepping on a new gear, as they have made tremendous support strides since the dismissal of their former president, Dr. Faluddin.
The association is on the verge of changing gear to ascend to a higher level. What actually we are about to embark on is part of the vision of the former president, the late Dr. Ahmad Fadluddin, whose hope it was for all of us to be able to swim. The association has made very great strides in recent times following his demise, winning medals in Senegal some 2 to 3 years ago, and also improving.
The association wants to ascend to national heights to attain better global reputation. He thanked Coquet Commercial Bank for their support during this campaign. On his part, the managing director of Coquet Commercial Bank, Dr. Walton Gilpin, pointed out they have hope in the swimming executive to turn things around, appealing to all to support the initiative.
Most of all, we're more than expectant, of the outcome of this particular campaign. We can recall when the stadium was put up a few years back, maybe some decades back, how beautiful this place looked. I was just looking at the diving points up there and wondering who will jump up there right now. I look around and I see the tiles falling off in the swimming pool, and I feel grossly disheartened as how far things have decayed, as far as swimming is concerned in Sierra Leone. But we have a joy right now, we have an expectation right now, we have hope in this particular association and the presidency and the executive to turn things around. We believe that someday Sierra Leone will be in the Olympics doing synchronized swimming. We believe that someday Sierra Leone will be in West Africa doing fast swimming. Someday Sierra Leone will be on the global stage known as the country of swimmers. I remember going to school and my father used to tell me, no go swim. I used to go to Prince of Wales School at that time. And I say, I'm not sabi swim, sir. He said, I don't ask if you sabi swim. I said, no go swim. As a consequence, today, I'm not a swimmer. But I believe that with this new initiative, this new push, Swim for All, we will swim, I will swim, and those living in the Rokel Commercial Bank on a daily basis, calling themselves staff, would also learn to swim.
He added that people who swim are physically fit. We will continue to give more support, according to Dr. Walton Gilpin. The formal aspect of the launch witnessed the distribution of training gears, including T-shirts, to the trainers, as part of effort to extend the participation based on swimming and to bring young talent to the fold. This is a good initiative from the association. Congratulations to Coquet Commercial Bank, giving support to various sporting disciplines. The Sierra Leone Police national male team has won 3 consecutive matches in the ongoing First Division League. They defeated the side called Option FC at the Apu School Community Playing Ground in the eastern part of the country. Here is the highlights of the match.
Happy because for seminar I don't get me 10 points, I don't go, so I feel happy for that.
You been expecting to win again?
Yeah, sure. I expect so for it.
When you scored the first goal, how do you feel?
I feel so because I did on the lead. I feel so good.
10 points for the team in 4 matches. You think the team did in a better footing?
Yeah, in better side because the second man gets 9 points, we look to her and we'll go for the next points for another 3 points.
And your next game, they come against Man City. What do you expect?
Well, we need to try for another 3 points. From now, we don't want to lose any points, not 3 points we want to go on top of the table.
You message to the supporters?
Well, let the supporters keep it up, and the only thing, let them calm down small on some 2-3 behavior because then the team not suffer for their behavior. So let them continue for Car, we will continue for give them 3 points, take the league down until we see ourselves to the Premier.
Ending the interview is the head coach of the Sierra Leone Police national team. 10 points for the Sierra Leone Police team. Congratulations to the technical squad. That's all for sports. Back to you, Leonard Jawa, in the studio.
And that's Star News here on Channel 21. Thank you all for watching. I am Leonora Jawara. Continue to stay with us if you can for more information.